Hello and welcome to Euphoria. Well, it was a lovely weekend and unseasonably warm for October here in Hampshire. But this weekend I went down the M4 motorway to the town of Swindon in Wiltshire to visit the Great Western Brick Show. This was held on the 7th and 8th of October at STEAM, the Museum of the Great Western Railway. So, why not join me as I take a look round this impressive LEGO show. The museum is located in part of the works that used to make the Great Western Railway engines and rolling stock. The GWR had its headquarters and a major railway works in Swindon. The works has now been converted into a large shopping centre. The LEGO exhibition is held in the STEAM Museum, so you get to see the museum as well as the LEGO show. The STEAM Museum is a fantastic location with all sorts of impressive exhibits, and it provides lots of different spaces for the LEGO show. It's an impressive show with lots of different types of LEGO displays held in different spaces around the museum. I'm just going to give you a short impression of the size and variety of LEGO MOCs, dioramas and layouts at the exhibition. There seemed to be a trend this year of medieval and castle going on. One of the first things you saw on entering the exhibition is this impressive scale model of Neuschwanstein Castle in Bavaria. A beautiful all-round model of this famous castle built on a hill. An impressive square castle complete with a moat had lots of details in the surrounding landscape. Near to that was this pirate-themed castle, built to mini-land scale, which is an unusual scale for an amateur builder, but really effective, with lots of details. There was a whole medieval village in minifig scale, with some lovely half-timbered buildings. I could do with some of those in the old town area of my LEGO city. There was an amazing new mock of a medieval castle in minifig scale, complete with landscape, a river, a village by the river and some countryside with lots of greenery. There were so many details, lots of little vignettes, all the interior of the castle, even Dobby the house elf to keep it clean. There were even proper stairs and staircases to connect the levels, and the whole basement or dungeon level. It was great to meet the guys from High Tea Toys, and Johanna was happy to show me around their latest fantastic creation. What was the inspiration behind building this fantastic model?
Basically, for the village, it was Lake Town from The Hobbit, because I've always really liked the idea of having a town like on the water.
Yeah.
So I ended up kind of going from that, and I'm adding little buildings to it. But it became a bit more fantasy afterwards, because I have a lot of Harry Potter stuff, I have a lot of Lord of the Rings stuff, so I started adding little scenes and little stories into it that way. So basically, just my love for fantasy and medieval things came together in this.
Fantastic, yeah. How long did it take you to put all this together?
I don't actually know, we didn't really start timing, but roughly like the weekends and some evenings over like 4 months-ish.
Wow.
So, yeah.
It's a lot of work.
A lot of time, yeah.
A lot of fun as well though, I should think.
Depended on how well the build went.
So what are all these guys doing in the basement or in this cave here then?
So they're basically the prisoners being made to create like the new prison, but obviously they've accidentally just found a vampire and he's still asleep, but they're very scared, so they're all running away at the moment. But that's why it's a surprise if you find it.
Any damage on roots? No. Literally fantastic. That's all the right colours. Left over the right parts. Yeah. How can we recreate that and try all sorts of...
In the main hall was an even larger castle, again with a moat and lots of knights defending the walls.
To play.
So did you watch the TV series?
We watched it all because our kids love it, absolutely love it.
So you know what all the characters are and everything?
Yeah, all the characters and all the backstory. There's a whole other wave after this with another bad guy, but we couldn't get her in as well, so... I think we were limited by the space because we're trying to fit this in the cupboard in the Lego City room.
Yeah.
So we have to go smaller, but I love the colour.
That's nice.
I suppose, being in a steam train museum, you must have some railway layouts, and as usual there were lots of layouts to satisfy the train enthusiast. There was a nice long railway embankment and impressive bridge, built as a collaboration by Brickish members, who each supplied one or more modular modules. This was running a train based on the old Hidden Side sets, which had been motorised and programmed to run back and forth. Again, there was a variety of types of train system, including the old electrical track, the old power functions system, and the newer powered up system. Apparently, the Powered Up app has been extended recently by LEGO to include support for some of the boost devices, and there were some good examples of clever programming by the train enthusiasts to help them run their layouts.
Like you do for Thomas.
There was also a display of LEGO built robots, which could be remotely controlled, and at intervals throughout the day these robots were challenged to battle each other in an arena. This was expertly compared and keenly watched by the enthusiastic audience.
Tommy's trying really hard. Yes! Oh my god! What was possibly the most epic battle of the day? Thank you very much.
There was another very large so-called Great Ball contraption. This was made of lots of different modules, and as usual it was fascinating to watch the balls moving through the system. Quite a few science fiction and superhero displays made an appearance. There was a city section with lots of lights, showing action from the Marvel stable of superheroes. A group of fans called the Teal Squadron showed me their Star Wars inspired spaceship MOCs, some with opening sections and detailed interiors.
Thanks for showing me that, I think it's brilliant. Yeah. Cheers.
And there were other clever builds, including some large Star Wars figures. Steve Freeman showed me his very impressive Batcave shadow box set that had been expertly illuminated with static and flashing LEDs. There were lots of other interesting models and displays. One particularly nice idea was Princess Avenue, which provided a kind of off-duty house for each of the Disney princesses. I was pleased to meet Mark of Monarch Bricks, who was there showing what can be done with recolouring modular sets using the original instructions but substituted parts, as well as some fun MOCs featuring mini dolls in a city setting. It's always worth spending some time looking at the smaller displays, as they often show a lot of originality and creativity, and even some humour. And it's always good to see the support that the show receives from the LEGO builders. There was plenty for the kids to do, including joining in the making of a large mosaic, a Duplo brick pit, and of course there were some shops and stalls to spend that pocket money. I think this show was another major success for Brickish, thanks to all the exhibitors, and especially those whose work I've shown here. And apologies to those who exhibited, but I have somehow missed out. And of course, a big thank you again to the organising committee of Brickish, who organised the show, and all the volunteers who helped to run the event. Definitely one to put on your